Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do.
Rymir Carter, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant.
Because things just became a lot crazier, you might want to sit down. The turmoil surrounding Jay-Z and the persistent allegations regarding his alleged secret child has now officially involved Beyonce. She isn't holding back this time. According to reports, she is getting ready to sue Rymir for perpetuating rumors that Jay-Z is his father. All of it is allegedly an attempt to make money. However, it goes beyond that. Unexpectedly, Rymir is apparently being cast to play Jay-Z in the documentary that 50 Cent is strongly involved in making, which exposes Diddy. Talk about stoking the flames with more fuel. Additionally, insiders allege that 50 is paying for all of Rymir's legal costs, including any potential litigation Beyonce may bring. Quickly, the links are being jumbled. Jay-Z has been battling this paternity dispute for more than a decade. To give you some background, it all stems from a woman named Wanda who asserted in an affidavit that Jay-Z is her son's father. According to her, they met in 1992 while she was still a high school student. Caramel and Precious were the names Jay-Z knew her by, she claims. He was also known as Rock at the time, she said. Wanda claims in the same affidavit that the only person who saw the alleged events was her friend Keisha Allen. Rymir has been attempting to obtain a court-ordered paternity test for years, as has Wanda. When Jay-Z and his group first started working together, they even talked about a private settlement. However, his attorneys cautioned against it because a discreet settlement could harm his reputation. And the matter was already well known.
You have every right to know who your father is. Dr. Lily, why do you think that it seemed that Jay-Z, via his people, were willing to work something out behind the scenes and then all of a sudden that stopped? Why? Why do you think that he is refusing to take a paternity test and stopped, working with you all behind the scenes? What was driving that, in your opinion?
Well, part of it was a rumor that we was told that he didn't like the fact that this particular case was in the public. And he had a problem with Rymir putting it in the public, which was not Rymir, it was his mother. It kind of got leaked out. So he didn't like that.
I did this. I didn't, but that's why, can I spill my little 2 cents on it? People, I didn't, I'm going to support my mom until I pass, and even after that. So, I didn't bring this up, I didn't bring this to court. This was all, my mom started just be there to support her, and I'm always going to be there to support her, which I think everyone should do for their parents. And, there's no problem with that.
So basically, in a nutshell, I just believe that was a big part of it. He didn't like the fact that it was in public. There was a time that Mr. Carter was trying to resolve the matter in the very beginning, and he was doing it in the best interest of Rymir. And then somewhere he left his heart and started thinking with his head. But at the end of the day, he knew something. And these people are the low-end attorneys who were at the bottom, so to speak, trying to do what they were doing.
Do you think part of it is because Wanda was 16?
Yeah, well, definitely that's the big part of it. The allegations that we have, that the affidavit says that Wanda was 16 and he was 22. That's in Wanda's own words.
Right.
So therefore, that would be something that would make some people uncomfortable.
Right. Well, it's a crime.
Rymir Carter, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh, the detail.
That's how Rymir Carter made it into this world.
Things seemed to be resolved peacefully at one point, according to Rymir's godmother. Jay-Z's in-house attorney called her, she said, and he was kind and willing to settle the matter in private. They even questioned if it was time to sign Rymir to the label, bringing up his musical abilities. He hadn't completed high school, so she declined the offer. Almost immediately, everything changed. Their tone changed entirely when new lawyers entered the scene. She said they appeared to know then how serious the situation was, particularly in light of the allegations that Rymir's mother, Wanda, had been underage at the time. Pressure began to mount around the case. Amidst this altercation, tragedy befell Rymir's family just when it seemed that things couldn't get much worse. Before Rymir's mother, Wanda, could finish the lawsuit, she died. Her passing brought yet another agonizing dimension to the struggle her son was still engaged in. Not only was it a devastating experience for Rymir, but it also rekindled his desire for accountability and answers. Furthermore, not everyone involved in the case believes it was simply bad luck. They believe that greater powers may be involved in her death. Jaguar Wright even went on record to express her belief that Wanda's death may have been caused by problems in the legal system. The assertion is audacious, but it has gained support from people who already believe Rymir hasn't been treated fairly by the system. Wanda's departure and the lack of a resolution have only made the matter more contentious and emotive. Rather than ending, Rymir's battle has simply grown more intense.
Does not
To
care. You
prove
think
that
it's
his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep calling her a liar?
Money was never Rymir's aim. He made plain in an interview with the Daily Mail. He stated that he is not trying to obtain Jay-Z's fortune or prestige. The truth about his father is what he truly desires. Finding calm and understanding has always been important to Rymir. He simply needs closure and genuine answers after all these years.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
Obtaining justice has not been an easy journey for Rymir. Over the years, he has had to contend with persistent setbacks and issues. He went so far as to accuse Jay-Z of bribing the court and legal staff in order to sabotage the case. Rymir persisted in the battle, even taking it to the Supreme Court. Recently, things have finally begun to move in his favor. According to a court, the paternity case could now proceed. Almost immediately, however, Jay-Z's legal team retaliated by submitting fresh motions to overturn the decision. Reactions on the internet were swift, and fans weren't remaining silent. People criticized Jay-Z on social media for once again delaying the case. Numerous people asked why he wouldn't simply submit to a DNA test to put a definitive stop to the claims.
This boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. Same straight knobby knees. It's like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence.
50 Cent, of course, couldn't ignore this one. He posted something dubious on Instagram as soon as the decision was made. It displayed Jay-Z's popularity following the judge's approval of Rymir's motion to proceed with the case. Additionally, Jay-Z was given until July 18th by the judge to reply to the lawsuit. However, this is when things start to get a little messy. Jay-Z and Beyonce were reported to have taken out 2 mortgages on their Bel Air property just days after the judgment. Rumors then began to circulate quickly. The Carters were suspected of preparing to leave the nation. As a result, Jay might face severe legal repercussions if the DNA test is positive. It has the potential to destroy everything he has created. We're risking his reputation, legacy, and entire empire. They appear to be in a tight spot, but rumors have it that Beyonce may have a different legal plan. She intends to sue Rymir, according to insiders, on the grounds that he is using this paternity lawsuit to harass the family. Her attorneys are currently working to have the DNA test order revoked. They claim their children and inner circle are experiencing emotional hardship as a result of the litigation. The same sources claim that Beyoncé's team is claiming that Rymir's lawsuit is little more than a publicity stunt. She says her family hasn't been at peace since the case made headlines. But more tea was spilled just as that news was released. According to industry insiders, 50 Cent asked Rymir to portray Jay-Z in his next Diddy biopic. It's not even the most outrageous part. 50 Cent reportedly also promised to pay for all of Rymir's legal fees. This covers the battle between Beyoncé and Jay-Z, as well as any legal actions that may arise. We all know that 50 Cent is petty, but this? Casting Jay-Z's purported son in the character's place on screen? That is a distinct shade level. Particularly when Rymir genuinely resembles him, something that fans will not ignore. In regard to Beyoncé, her purported lawsuit makes it apparent that she is standing up for her husband. There's been a lot of discussion about how this drama might cause them to part ways, but she appears willing to fight. Despite the increasing reports that they intend to depart the nation, Beyoncé's action demonstrates that we're handling this as a unit. However, the internet is not buying Jay-Z's silence. The social media landscape is exploding with responses. Proclamations such as "God bless 50 for stepping in when Rymir needed help the most" are being made in praise of 50 Cent. No man is an island, he deserves support, argue others. The character of Jay-Z is being questioned by some fans more than before, because he has avoided the DNA test for so long, not because of the test itself. The fact that Jay-Z could have resolved this years ago by taking a straightforward test is being brought up. To avoid the problem, he has instead paid thousands of dollars in legal expenses. Many now believe it says a lot about the man he is, regardless of whether he is Rymir's father or not. It wouldn't even be a flex at this point to have Jay-Z as a dad, one admirer even stated. It has never been about money or influence, though, as Rymir stated. He merely wants to know his origins for both medical and psychological reasons. The big question now is this: do you believe Jay-Z will take the test at last, or will he and Beyoncé take a back seat before he does? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section. Check out the following video after that. Additionally, remember to ring the bell, subscribe, and like so you don't miss the next time we go in depth. You're aware of it already. My stars or hushers, whichever you rock with, will be locked in over here at Star Hush. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, remain alert and attentive.